Hey, it's Miss Ava Cherie, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset herself. Hope this finds you in perfect peace and harmony. I'm coming to you today with another topic that was raised to me. I wanted to go ahead and knock it out for in regards to your no's and how to stop allowing people to overturn your no's into their yes. My thing with that is depending on what benefits to that person for you to overturn your answer from a no to a yes. You have to check that. You have to check the history of that. You have to check the relationship in the person that you're entertaining with why you're saying no. Because some people get to a bullying stance or an aggressive stance as to, oh, I'm going to try to make you decide on what I want. I'm going to try to make you waver and doubt. And it could be because if it's a habitual thing, it's a roller coaster ride relationship. It could be because they're intimidating or deceiving or manipulating. It could be all these things. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure your no is a no and your yes is yes. And what there lies in is what's best for you. How do you feel when you're released? Don't play games with your no's and your yes. A wise person once told me, you have to guard your yes. Because you have to also guard your heart. As they say, guard your heart in the word. I got that because once you say yes to someone, that opens you up to a vulnerability. And if someone doesn't have good intentions on why they want to overturn your no, or why they take your yes and run rampant and manipulate you or dog you out behind it, or not really who they say they were. You got to guard your yes, how many yeses you say, because people will run you thin, they will run you ragged. And sometimes people want their yes just to get inside and infiltrate what it is that you kept so sacred, what it is that you kept, that sanctuary, that safe place for you. They want to get in there and be nosy. They want to get in there and cause some disruption. And you have to really, really guard your yeses and your nos and be solid on it. It's okay to be, I don't know right now. Let me get back to you. Like I've learned to do that a lot more because I can tell in my spirit what I'm released from. I can tell that it's something on the horizon that's going to allow me to breathe easier. It's something that's going to allow me to not have to get back on this ride that I didn't ask to sign up for. Like sometimes you get on a roller coaster ride in a relationship with someone or a business or partnership, and it's just up and down all the time. All these waves of emotion, all these waves of unclarity, uncertainty, indecisiveness, and you like, yo, I didn't sign up for this. Like every time I deal with this person or this topic or this issue, or this job, it's so much indecisiveness. Well, something starts out like that, 10 to 1, it's going to remain like that. Or you're going to have to muscle it in between the business and the relationship aspects of it. You're going to have to muscle it to straighten it out and keep it contained. You don't think it's smooth sailing and perfect, but you just think it's something you find yourself involved in something that you're not supposed to be in. And when you make sure your no is no and yes to those things that you know, typically goes like this. It's such a wave of ups and downs. It'll help you breathe better when you take your stance and just know what it is that's best for you, that you're going to have to depart that partnership, that you have to leave that job, leave that area where you lived in, leave that relationship. Whatever it is, because the scales are so imbalanced. It's too much of this and not enough consistency. Consistency sometimes make you go straight, but when a bumpy ride comes, you know that it's going to levitate and it's going to come back to where it needs to be. It's not going to be one of those things that plummets and then just falls. And then when it's high, it's so super high, like it's unimaginable, because then you know that that's false. And you don't want to walk around in falsehood thinking that you want that high when you're really not, because there's nothing that's built upon. That's a false altar. That's something that when something comes to rock, that it's going to plummet right back down to where it usually is. So just make sure you know what your decisions are and don't become indecisive with the situation. You make sure you keep your focus as much as you can, as sharp as you can. And I always encourage people to keep a tight camp around them, a tight knit set of 1 to 2 to maybe 3 people that's going to tell you the truth and pull your coattail, that's going to be able to be accessible to you, that's going to, you guys give and take to each other like that. You guys don't bump heads and lock in. Y'all lock all the way in and lock up with each other to pull one another up. You don't just look for that person to come and do this and put you down, or that person feels like every time they see you. No, it's different. It's one of those things where something, a nourishment is going to come, a watering that's going to come, an encouragement is going to come. And they know that as well, and it's reciprocated accordingly. So you want to always keep that in your camp. It won't let you go too far, whether it's your mother, your friends, your brother, whoever it is true. It's the truest thing to you outside of God. And I encourage people to just make sure If you're gonna bounce things off of people, make sure it's wise counsel that you seek, and not just any old body with any old kind of opinion with no kind of experience. It don't work like that. All right. Until next time, God's love, God's peace to you all. And if you ever think like, why are we listening to these videos and what kind of experience does this person have, go back to the intro video and it'll give you my background. And if it's in alignment to the things that you want to hear, want to listen to, want to pick apart, if it's something that you feel like I offer you, again, my background, my bio is there in regards to where areas I've been working in for the last 25 to 28 years. So until next time, God's love, God's peace to you all. Baby Sheree.